while he's dying there. Hello and welcome to the Dragon and Bear Show. And, we're back together again. Together again.
He should have stayed dead, but he came back. How sad.
I warned you. I was coming back. Next time, it's you. You're the dead one, remember?
When you gonna do it?
I thought the walk was going to do it, but apparently it didn't.
No, I survived, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Anyway, today we're discussing Pokemon, the movie, Kyurem versus the Sword of Justice.
Yes.
I'm assuming the Sword of Justice just because it's the one it's mainly aimed at.
Yeah, like I used to think the movie was called.
Yeah, swords.
I used to think it was called Swords.
Yeah,
because it makes more
Yeah.
sense. But yeah, it's mainly aimed at Caldio, so
Yeah.
Sword of Justice.
The movie was released in 2012.
I was gonna say 2012 because it had the copyright thing for that. But
Everywhere.
but
We got it in 2012.
oh,
Yeah, we got it in
I
2012.
thought it was but.
No, we got it in 2012. US got it in 2012.
Mhm.
It premiered on, I think it said CITV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another quick note I have made. The shorter run. It's back to a shorter runtime.
Yeah.
An hour, 8 minutes, and 21 seconds to be exact.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
Which, to be fair, helps the movie not drag.
Mm.
I felt some of the other ones do drag on a bit with adding some
It
stuff
didn't
in.
need to drag.
Yeah, it got. I felt it just got straight into it because you had 15 minutes of like focus on the swords and obviously
Caldio's
Kyurem,
relationship with them.
yeah, and all that stuff, and then it went straight into it 15 minutes later. Like it even kicks off straight into the montage. It didn't wait; it went straight. Usually, obviously, you get like an Ash or someone talking yada yada, blah, 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 and then montage. But I mean, as soon as it comes saying Pokemon,
The title.
the title card, it was
You
like
just go to a new adventure the other day.
exactly. It went straight into it, which I like.
That's good. Yeah,
That's what I think. Cause that's what I was as I say. Some of the other ones I felt, though sometimes the an hour 30 worked for some of them. I felt like some of them don't need that hour 30.
Yeah.
An hour 10 like this is all they really need to get the point across. They don't need
just make
this.
it like a TV special.
Yeah,
like
they don't need this extra 20 minutes of crap at most of the time they end up putting in. It's like a lot of times they use it to like character development, but they don't even do character development good. So it's like if you did it well, then that 20 minutes would be fine, but you don't. That's what I like with this. There's no humans. There's no like human side to this. Like
no, there's just
situation.
the main characters from the show, which is good because it's not building up like a random enemy, a random Pokemon that Pokemon trainers trying to catch them. So yeah, it's pretty good with that way.
It kind of takes
just being Pokemon wise.
Yeah, it kind of takes a back to basics approach. Like I mean, it has elements of other films, like in terms of focusing fully on the Pokemon side of it.
Yeah.
But obviously, I feel this is probably like I'm trying to think. I think Darkrai might have been the only other one that had a non-human focus. Was it?
No, because it had that Alice and all that.
No, I mean like enemy-wise. I mean,
yeah.
I don't remember any of the other ones having like just like a Pokemon bad guy. Because then again, those obviously weren't bad guys. It was obviously two that's fighting.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
yes, I think so. There was also the Mewtwo one, the very first movie.
Yeah, I feel that's the only other one, isn't it?
Yes, unless I think of another one, and then I'm like, yeah, this.
Yeah,
there's some coming up in a few months or a month or two time. That have just Pokemon bad guys, but yeah.
So basically, it's quite a unique
for
movie. For now, yeah. Something I did take notice to. I'm not counting fucking name. I'll put his name somewhere in these notes. Where have I put his name? Uh, Keldeo. That's it.
Oh,
I'm not counting him as a little shit Pokemon because he's just
oh no, no, no,
he's a
no.
reckless teenager.
Yeah,
He's basically Ash, but not a
yeah,
human-sized Pokemon looking Ash.
yeah. So they had a nice family dynamic with Caldio being the child, Terrakion being the fun uncle, Virizion being the mother who knows what to do, and Cobalion being the stricter dad. There's a nice family dynamic.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely quite a unique movie.
Compared to like the rest that we've seen, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the exact
Like,
same sort of hack and slash premise.
yeah,
It has elements I've seen in other ones, like the train sequences. That I've seen in other ones. Like
yeah,
we
like
only saw it.
this. Cayman.
Yeah, it was only like that long ago. Obviously, Giratina movie, wasn't
Yeah,
it? But other than that, a lot of the rest of the movie is its own thing. But its full focus is on obviously trying to build up this Pokemon,
Pokemon. Yeah,
which is
and this was
nice.
also the very first movie that Team Rocket literally just had three like different cameo scenes where you just see like one of them in like a trench coat.
Yeah, I said
So
to you, so
first you
blink and
see,
miss.
yeah, first you see James, then Jesse, and then Meowth. But you've got to pay attention.
Yeah, it's blink and miss. If you blink at the time, that's it. Game over.
Yeah,
Like
and
I
then you
did.
just see him at the very end. But
But
yeah,
I mean, I was
the
reading.
Meowth one was very hard.
I thought all of them were. I was reading on IMDb in the trivia. It was like, it's the first time that ever Team Rocket haven't got involved in the plot, and I was like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, they haven't got involved in the plot in a fucking ton of the movies. Ever stood there and just been a little joke?
I think what they should have said is this is the first time Team Rocket haven't had a speaking role in a movie.
I feel like I think it did mention that, but I mean, it's the fact it also mentions like like a
They
part in the
didn't have
plot.
a
But I
yeah,
mean,
like they sometimes have like a bit of plot
I mean,
in
like
it.
I think that probably the easiest one is Heroes. That's probably the easiest
Yeah,
example of they just appearing and that's it.
yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't think they were needed. I feel like
no,
it's definitely another thing, but if they were, it's just like a weird appearance. It's like,
yeah, but in Pokemon Black and White, the movie, the show, they weren't really in it much anyway because they were a lot more secret agency and all that kind of stuff. But this movie I think was pretty good. For like spectating, no, not spectating. Uh, showing off the new games for Black and White 2
yeah,
with
because
Kyurem.
I read as well if you brought tickets to this when it first came out in cinema in
Yeah,
Japan, you got a code to get him
Cadia?
Keldeo, yeah, in
Yeah.
Black and White too, which is a nice like
Yes.
joint promotion thing.
Mm. Uh, but yeah, it was pretty good.
So I obviously I've stated in the last review I did on the split films that obviously
Yeah,
I'm not a massive fan of the black and white gen, and I'm not a massive fan of the characters from that gen.
yeah.
But I like
I'm
with this that they gave Iris a flashback sequence so she could like explain Kyurem.
yeah,
I like that, and obviously I like their character choices they have in this
yeah,
movie. I like that aspect. So I may not like them as characters. That are, as we say, they're basically like the Tracy in Pokemon 2000.
yeah.
They're basically like the Traces of this gen, or in Pokemon in general, because they're not the greatest of
Pokemon in
characters.
general. No, they actually they do grow on you. I think after a while because
Maybe if I watch the anime, maybe I'll go. They
yeah,
grow on me. I think I only got so far into the first series and gave up.
I think the anime got kind of a bad rap because it's basically Gen 5 is like the reboot of Pokemon. Because not only did they start with like the new animation, they started off with like him being 10 again. Uh, so to me, it was like kind of a reboot because they didn't have any old Pokemon in the games either. It was literally just Gen 5. So yeah, it's kind of like a reboot. So that kind of gave it like
Bad
kind of
rep.
a like boo, it's bad.
Which is probably why X and Y went and obviously
Yeah,
fix that situation by bringing back old ones.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I might,
but
I
yeah,
might, I might sit for the anime then to try and. As if they're
Yeah,
growing me.
after you
But
watch Gen 4, you can watch Gen 5 and then carry on that
yeah,
way.
I think I'm always like the first. It's like part of Gen 1, Gen 4. So
Because
slowly.
Iris has come back in Pokemon
Yeah, you
Journeys,
told me.
and everyone's hyped for it. Well, was hyped for it, and yeah, it's nice.
Uh,
Uh,
Obviously, she's not the only one who has flashbacks in this, which I liked. Obviously,
no,
Keldeo gave flashbacks to all the other ones, which obviously
yeah,
showcased them more, the other swords, and obviously their power levels, and obviously what they are better at, like strength-wise, obviously
speed,
mentally, speed, stuff like, which I liked.
yeah,
I like that sort of aspect of it. Get to obviously because we're not going to get to learn more about them in person for the fact obviously they're out of this plot at this point.
yeah,
It's
the
nice.
frozen,
It's nice to get them involved in the plot in that way.
yeah. I did think that they missed out in this movie. Well, Pokemon's missed out in general, because in the lore, Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem are all from one dragon, one like yeah. But yeah, they could have done like something with that because instead of like just having him, oh, he can change forms at will. I mean, in the games he can't. He has to have a DNA splicer. But yeah, they kind of missed out on that opportunity to like almost show like the like original dragon, and that would have been quite good.
I will say the transformations look fucking beautiful.
Hmm.
Obviously, the animation always helps, and I
Yeah,
think not just obviously his. I mean, Caldeo's transformation at the end.
yeah,
Obviously, when he gets his like essentially his sky form, like of
yeah. His
Shaman.
resolute form.
Yeah, Resolute. That whole animation of those transformations looks so good,
Yeah,
and that glow that you see on Keldeo when he's like goes all orangey. That I was like, whoa, that looks cool. And
Whoa.
I know when I like something, and I like that very much.
I know you like me, right? Right? Oh. I knew there was a reason why I ended your life last time.
There's a reason I know I'm going to end yours now because I can't even get my words put together properly because
But
he
yeah,
hit me in the head.
there's little like things that I was like that didn't really make sense, like Scraggy getting left behind on the train. To be honest, I don't know why Ash didn't just return it to its Pokeball,
No one likes Scraggy.
but like he's just like, oh no, let's run to the back of the train. Snivy, Vine Whip. Why not just return? Sorry, return.
Montages for you.
Yeah. No, that was after the montage. It was before the find Caldio.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I like how they also gave Iris and Silent like their decent parts,
Yeah.
like
That's what
to
I
like
mean.
show that they're helping in their own
Yeah,
way.
that's what I mean.
They're not just
I said they gave them
bystanders.
really good character choices in this movie, which I really liked.
Yeah, and they actually showed off more Pokemon. Not just Pikachu or like one Pokemon that they have.
So to be fair though, Pikachu obviously usually has like a big part in these movies, but I don't think it really did in this one.
No, Pikachu was like just there to like keep the Krogan
Yeah, that
away.
was it, which was
It was
nice.
it was a Keldeo
Yeah,
film.
which is why I like it a bit more.
Um, the protagonists, being Ash, Iris, and Silent, they stole a fucking blimp from a museum.
Why not? They also stole a train. Why not?
They also broke in. They also did breaking and entering.
Why not? You gotta learn the kids early.
I was just like, hmm.
Also, one of the things I really liked for this, similar to the last Black, well, I did, yeah, I
Yeah,
did Black, is the score in certain scenes. So when uh, Kyurem comes on screen, he has a really sinister score over the
Yeah.
background, which I was like, that's quite cool. And then when the final battle between him and Keldeo, that has like a
It's
really
quite nice.
epic beat to it, and I was like, yeah, okay, no, I'm liking this. Very much getting the same sort of vibes I got from the last movie in terms of the score in the background. I like it. I liked it. I was like, yep, that's me. I'm sorted. I know what I'm giving this movie.
Also, Pokemon beat Disney to the Ice Castle, to Frozen Castle. So at the end, when Kyurem like makes his ice castle thing, like to stop it from falling, Sidon goes, "It looks like a frozen castle." I'm like, "Ha!" Pokemon beat Frozen.
Good.
And there's one thing with the Swords of Justice oath. Every time they go and like say it, I just keep thinking of the Powerpuff Girls. Sugar, spice, and all things nice to make the ultimate girls. And I'm just like, yeah. I didn't really write much for the film, to be honest. Apart from that, I forgot like they had like some Pokemon, and I did ask myself how did the Veruzion know Ash's name, but then as I typed it out, they answered it, and I was like, oh okay. I was just like, how did I know his name? We heard you through the ice. Ah, okay, answered for me.
Obviously, what did you think of the end credit song?
I thought it was very slow.
I
Could have done a bit more upbeat, but it did fit.
That's what I always say with the Pokemon ones. Even if I'm not a big fan of them, they do fit because the lyrics did fit with the whole idea
The lyrics fit very well
of Keldeo. But
it's just very slow.
It's very meh.
It could have been with a bit more upbeat and a bit harsher drum. Not.
It makes sense, but it's just not my favourite.
Yeah. Same. I don't like it.
All I have left is an overall. Quick sum up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Again, great animation. I mean, like looking wise, they just seem to get better and better each time.
Yeah.
Again, great score. Those two specific ones I've pointed out get me going. Good protagonist, as we stated, in form of Keldeo. Probably one of the best sort of protagonists you're gonna get in these sort of movies, especially from a Pokemon point of view. It really helps that he's not a little kid; he's a teenager, which helps. It's not, I say, it's not the exact same style of movie as we've always getting. It has aspects from other ones which it pulls in, but it's not keeping the same thing, which I like. I like when they change it. And as I said, the short runtime helps it feel less. It obviously feels quick. It's better than it feeling like it's got loads of shit crammed in for no other reason.
Yeah.
And it very much quickly gets to that final battle, which is a really good final battle. Again, as I stated last time, the main antagonist being a dragon once again, always gives it a little help in my book. And I do think it is better than the first black and white movie because of it being obviously being shorter and being a bit different. But again, none of the other movies seem to reach that peak of the Diamond and Pearl quad. Even if one was a letdown, it doesn't still. Okay, Diamond and Pearl trilogy. I'm gonna call it then. But I still think it's a good movie, and I'm gonna stick with what I gave last week, which is 3.5 Typhlosions at 5. I feel like that's where the black and white gen is at the moment. I'm hoping the last one stays at that, because then obviously this has been quite a solid sort of outing and not like dipping and whatnot.
You finished?
Yeah.
So you need to give me a signal, like when you finish.
I'll just shut up and look down.
Okay, good boy. I thought it was pretty nice overall. You can look up again. It looks weird. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty nice movie. Pretty well rounded. Like they didn't really miss a beat with it. Like it was just constant. No no like sidetracked, no filler in the movie. They learn. They basically there's no plot holes really, not really. Like they learn where Kyurem is because of Nurse Joy telling them, and all that. You learn a bit more about the actual trio, and yeah, the battle was pretty good. The battles are really good in the movie actually. Like so action packed. More, it's very dynamic as well, and the choreography was very nice and well done. Don't know why I'm looking over there. There's nothing great. I do that all the time.
All I could think of when the battle was happening every time Caldio went down was, "I'll get knocked down and I'll get up again." Because you just kept getting up, man.
Yeah, I also like how Cardio like propelled himself with his feet, like water jets.
That was cool.
I thought it was pretty interesting.
Caldio in general was cool.
Wouldn't. Yeah, he's an alright Pokemon. Yeah, it's pretty.
It's okay in the first part, but then when he goes into other look, that's when he goes better. Cooler design.
I just think it was pretty nice. But when he gets serious, when he gets into the last part of the fight, gets really picked up. And yeah. I'm gonna give it a bit of more of a boost than I did for my last week's Pokemon movie, which I gave it a 3 out of 3 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. There was like some bits like them stealing, which knock it down a bit. But, not very protagony, but it's Pokemon. Don't worry, we'll return it. I did think Iris died at some point when Kyurem froze the blimp, and it just went. I thought it was just going to go down into the water and she was going to die, but she survived. But yeah, other than that, it's a 3.5 out of 5 Slowpokes.
Okay. That's it then. We both said our pieces. Join us next week as we take a look at Pokemon the movie, Genesect and the Legend Awakened, which was kind of a prelude to the Mega Evolution, wasn't it? For the fact, isn't Mewtwo in that's Mega Evolved?
I feel like it is, but I didn't want to say anything just in case it didn't.
Would you say it's Mega Evolved?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay. I think this was Mega Evolution before we actually knew what fucking Mega Evolution was.
Because that didn't come till the next gen.
Yeah.
Which is only this movie away. Man, these gens are getting shorter and shorter in terms of movies.
They are. So I think the next one's only got
3.
2? Oh, 3.
Yeah, 3.
And then after that, there's no more.
There's just the 2 reboots and then the CGI remake, and then
you say reboots.
They were reboots.
They're not. I don't know. I think they're their own movie. Like it's a reboot of the anime, but it's their own movie.
That's what I mean. They're reboots, though. They're still technically a reboot. It's still technically a reboot. Tom knows what he's talking about. They are technically reboots. They've rebooted the gen. They've rebooted it all. For the fact that all the Pokemon are now in the first gen, which they weren't originally, so it's technically a reboot.
Just call it another universe, okay?
Another universe which is created by a reboot. Just saying. Okay. Until then.
See you next time, Cave Dwellers.
It's a reboot. Bye.